something. He was in mid-season form yesterday, Jon Ossoff of Georgia. And in this speech that caught the attention of so many people and the crowds he's drawing, it's February, for God's sake. The crowds he's drawn in Georgia has made this guy who many people thought was going to be maybe the least likely to get reelected, suddenly a favorite. And he referenced Donald Trump's racist post, also pointed out the contrast between what the MAGA movement says it represents. And by the way, those are 4 pictures of 3 candidates. One is not like the other 2. The other 2 are Republican candidates on the top. Down below, crowds of Jon Ossoffs. Just massive crowd. But anyway, he was talking about the MAGA movement says it represents is far different than the government that's actually in power.
Now, many of you are here because you just can't stand what's being done to our country. You're seeing what I'm seeing, right? The president posting about the Obamas like a Klansman at 1 a.m. You see our government transformed into a tool of one man's personal vengeance and power and enrichment. You see the president and his family rake in billions while Americans struggle to make ends meet. Now, you remember, we were told that MAGA was for working class Americans. You remember that? But this is a government of, by, and for the ultra-rich. It is the wealthiest cabinet ever. This is the Epstein class ruling our country. They are the elites they pretend to hate. So prices are up, jobs are going away, Medicaid and school lunches are slashed, nursing homes are getting defunded. If you're Steve Bannon, and your pitch was Trump for the forgotten man and woman, how do you sell any of this?
All right, so Rev, we always talk about political athletes on this show.
Right.
That's a political athlete right there. I don't know what he did in the offseason, but he went from being Drake May last night to Tom Brady against the Falcons. He's like, that is a sharp address.
When he came through with the Epstein class,
yeah.
I mean, and you know, I've been a preacher all my life. That was the line.
Yep,
that was when the amen corner woke up.
Yeah.
Because to identify them, to make them the personification of that is going to be hard for them to undo. He did it with a classic pause. He did it right, and it identifies it because it has so many implications. It's who they were hanging out with, and who they're trying to cover up, and who they're trying to humiliate everybody else. Yeah. It had so many meetings. It was right down the middle.
Coming up, a look at